Yo, what's going on, everybody? Xantos Vice here, and we are back with some more Wuthering Waves. I hope you guys have a great day so far. Yeah, I know, I said I would do East 9 Monster and Nox today, but... Anyway, my bad. I did say I would do East 9 Monster and Nox most likely today, but I'll be honest, just been pretty sleepy today, I'll be completely honest. And I just didn't have as much of motivation to do that today, so I will definitely try to do it tomorrow. But anyway, where we last left off on Wuthering Ways, we had started and finished Filova's main story quest, and it was pretty good, honestly. I did like it. It was a nice change of pace from the usual stuff where it's like we always just save everybody to the point where it's like, wow, there's someone that even the rover couldn't save or chose to contradict to the very end, you know? It's very interesting. Yep, how's it going? Final Fantasy 9? Nice! I'm doing alright, man. But yeah, before we have the next update, we actually got a bit of a extra quest that we have right now. And it actually is tied to the main story. To be frank, I was disappointed with how it ended. Wait, for what? For Final Fantasy 9? Yeah, we're gonna be focusing on this today. It's extra quest because supposedly it's basically supposed to give us like the story as to how Augusta had reached the position that she's in right now as the leader of Septimon. And I'll admit, I do like how we're kind of being different. Like, it's actually just being like a whole lore kind of thing. Because sometimes the lore will be eclipsed by all the amazing scenes and whatnot from this story. And to actually just kind of focus on the origin, especially since it also means they won't waste as much time in the main story quest upon the actual new update to actually go into the specifics of it. And I do like how they're trying to do that. And since we're probably going to have both Luna and Augusta in the main story and such, I'm assuming it's going to be the same like how they did for Cartetia and Lupa. In like how the first half of the patch will be one character story, and then the second half will be the other one. At least that's what I'm assuming it's going to be. I'm pretty sure that's what they said in the live stream, but I could be forgetting. But if it is, I actually do like it that way better because I actually checked on the comments of someone else's VOD about it. Or not VOD, but their reaction to the live stream. And I do like that way because it's like someone said, then you at least have something to look forward to in the second half of the patches. Because by that point, most of the time, everyone's already finished with all the event stuff, the extra mini games, and the end game by that point, and then you have nothing to do. So, I do like it. Does it cut the story a bit short? Yeah, I mean, but again, it's like it's not taking all the hype away because there's still some expectation to be like, oh, what's gonna happen next? And it's like I don't have to wait too long for some more story progression. You feel me? That's how I kind of feel about the situation. We have 9, yeah, only 3 of the characters were all that proactive. The other 5, else the villains would get. Dude, what is it with them keep trying to redeem villains? Like, can we not? Can we just have times where it's like villains just stay villains? But anyway, yeah, that's my opinion on it. And I do like how we'll be able to fly everywhere this time. I mean, I figured that they were going to have to do it at some point later. I just figured it would have taken a lot more regions to reach that point just because it's like, then it's like, finally, it'd be like that huge bombshell discovery or something. But nevertheless, I do like how it's kind of being implemented as to like a side quest kind of thing as well, because it's like, even if you have it like, oh, it's the biggest thing, is like, how do you equate that to the situation over in Jinzhou when they didn't even have that kind of technology? And it's probably like from hearing upon Rover and implementing that technology and whatever the plot line's gonna be for that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead with this today, and if there isn't really any action to do in this basically retelling of Augusta's story, we'll probably do let's see, we'll probably do the Fantasy 1000 Gateway since it did start again, and I would like to earn some more asteroids. And before people ask me, unfortunately I will not be pulling for Augusta or Luna. The thing is, my main thing is I want Brant for my fusion team. Because the thing is, most of my teams are already set. Well, I say most, but at least the main ones I use. Like, for My Havoc team, I have Camellia, Falova, and Cantarella. I know I should be having Rocha instead, but I just enjoyed these three more as Havoc characters compared to Rocha. My personal opinion. My Spectro team, I honestly have so much fun with this, and they do the biggest damage, so I don't have to worry about it. The Wind team, yeah, I mean, the only real difference I have to do is just level up my Aero Rover and then just switch him for Gion. And yes, I know Luna would be a Gion support, possibly, or more than likely, but again, there's like, I'd still have to get another healer later on. It's like, I could sub in Verena, possibly, so then it's like, all different ones, like for when I deal with endgame kind of stuff, where I can't always use the same damn characters on every single team. And since I don't really have an ice one at the moment, it's like, we're getting the new one where Gabriel, I don't remember what her name is, but the one character that they teased at the end of the live stream for even after this next patch, I would put her on the ice team here and probably just take out Showkeeper, like, just for the sake of, like, just having a main, like, a whole ice DPS thing. And again, it's like, for my fusion team, I'd rather get Brand because I can at least utilize him for my fusion team. Because I also really want to fully utilize my fusion team, but unfortunately I can't because I just don't have Brand to, like, complete the set. And like I said, I'm not going to be wailing or that kind of stuff for just to get one of those two. If I get lucky and somehow I can, then great. If not, then oh well, it is how it is. And also, before you all ask, yes, this is how many of roles I have left, but that's because I tried to pull for Brand. I lost the 50-50. I got Encore again, unfortunately. And yeah, I'm just trying to start over and see if I can get Brand in a couple more 10 rolls, hence why I'm just trying to do this other extra content. So yeah, I think I've yapped on for long enough. Let's go ahead and keep going. And like I said, I did accidentally start this when I didn't know it was an actual main quest thing. I thought it was just a side quest thing that was just going to be like, oh, it just shows text and you're going to have to scroll through it. Unfortunately, I was wrong about that. Because then when I actually connected my AirPods to it, I heard that there was actually voice acting. I'm like, fuck, this is actually something useful. It's actually somewhat entertaining. Why the fuck didn't I just wait until later to do it? Because I didn't think they would just pop this up in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, let's listen to the Epic of the Blazing Sun. Okay, dawn breaks with a pale glow. A month has already passed under Kato's training. Today the grind continues. Okay, let the rest won't hurt or go later. Okay, this is chapter 2. Okay. You arrive at the training site. Repeating the same moves over and over again has begun to wear in your patience. You notice some gladiators training in moves you've never seen before. Decide to peek into their training or stay focused on your own. Oh, right, so these are decisions you make. Okay, so this one, it's either one. Let's begun their training. Oh shit, it lowered my strength. Oh shit. So it's like, it could be positive or negative depending on who it is. Click on your training, it's always you alone facing the wooden post, patching yourself up over and over. Door pushed through. Okay, lowered my health, I increased the strength, I guess. The ace of blind, the gladiator's Aegon draws near. Today, Kato will give you one final lesson. Okay, regardless, just continue. Done all I can to prepare you. Now you're on your own. Training ends today. Here's my final task for you. Tell me, why do you want to become a gladiator? What pulls you through all this training? You already know the answer. Your duo has never faltered since you left home. Be strong enough to protect others. You caught his gaze, and he reads the answer in your eyes. I remember my true ambition. In the meantime, a flicker of desire crosses your eyes. Recall Kato's words from when it all started. But then all will be chanting your name, Augusta. You'll have to conquer their hearts and win their applause even without identity, status, and talents. Tell me, will I see that day? Make it happen. You're aware that sponsors of the Gladiator's Aegon are mostly nobles and wealthy merchants, figures beyond your reach except perhaps in the underground arena. These are all top-of-the-line merchandise again. Okay, take a look. Like products on display, you and a few other gladiators stand in the middle of the underground arena, scrutinized by nobles and wealthy merchants in the stands. One by one, those beside you are chosen and escorted away. I guess take a step forward. Yeah. The audience cast their eyes in your direction, however, all you receive is constant laughter in return. Guess this? Oh, never mind. These laughs. So they really did have a hand in that disaster. Raw night places also play a part in your home's ruin. Dark tide alone did not destroy your home. When the dark tide struck, those with power and wealth continued their life of indulgence and luxury. The mind of gladiators existed only to serve their desires. You gotta go with passion. Well, a village girl with some unremarkable forte dreaming of power and strength. I can't remember the last time Septimo had a joke this amusing. Probably should focus on trying, you'll see. What can you offer? Prancing around like a circus clown and scrambling for your life so we can all have a good laugh? What do you think playing innocent will win you favor? I never disappoint. Anyone interested in this one? After all, watching the weak struggle is always a fine source of entertainment. Give them a chilling stare. There we go. Entertainment, you say? Septimon's strength defines worth. We shouldn't be so quick to judge a gladiator who offers herself. Turn your view towards the voice. With heavy steps, a well-dressed old-school noble walks down from the stand towards you. He smells the raw stench. Unlike the smell of rats, as the Septimontians had put it, the foul odor of power and wealth. Just clench your fist for now. Engage only in profitable ventures. Stay in the arena, you must prove your worth. I have 3 trials for you. Survive them, and we may speak further. Oh, so is it like literally just reading the cards? Okay. That was actually gonna be like voiced a bit more. Okay, you accept the noble's trials. Though trials is a too fine a word for something intended only to break you. Oh, okay, it shows me what I need here. So the crown is reputation, the muscle thing is willpower. Inside the walls of Septimon City lies a wasteland plagued by the dark tide, your homeland. It's now different from the home you remember. During a home, you can't help but feel sentimental. I feel like that would break my willpower, so I feel like this. There we go. You see a ferocious lion beast corrupted by the dark tide prowls deep within a cave. A common blade can cut through its skin. The first trial is to slay that beast. The noble, however, decides to strip you of all your equipment but a dull sword. Dull sword is more than enough. The mountain trail winds like a serpent. Among the charred tree stumps, dozen like bleached skeletons lie scattered. Suspect you're getting close as you continue forward against the unpleasant smell. When the first rays of sunlight split the clouds, the cave revealed itself, breathing death. Before you can get a clear picture of the cave, a crushing force presses down upon you. Who are you? Ah, damn it. Get down. You're trying to get yourself killed? Hold your breath or you're alerted. I'll just do as you... Damn it. Turn around and see a hunter. Stand as the beast roars and walks past where you're hiding. Damn, that's not good for my willpower. After the lion beast has left, you apologize to the hunter. It takes him the beast didn't notice you. Going by those clothes, you're a Septimon gladiator, eh? Used to be just like you. Lost a big match, get tossed up by the nobles, and ended up like this. We're nothing but their playthings. Skills honed for battle are not merely tools for survival. Septimons abandon the strength for desperately needs. Pity such reality. Only a madman would go after that lion. His words are rough, but eventually he tells you everything he knows. Bid the hunter farewell and make preparation for the hunt. To gain more knowledge of your prey, you choose to silently observe the lion beast in the following days. After a few days, you manage to grasp an overall behavior pattern of the lion beast, thus you march toward the deep cave. Deep within the cave's dark embrace, you tread softly, then a sudden dread freezes your steps. Between the flickering torch flames, a monstrous shape appears, lion beast. Fire from the never dances amid its golden mane, while claws like sides tear wounds in the earth. I mean, this one would be considered reckless, but if I take too long, it'll give the opponent time to think. I feel like this. As you expected, your sword fails you. It's ineffective against the lion. If you take a breath, the lion's thunderous roar starts you again. Decide to. So you quickly analyze the cave's environment. Just before the lion's beast pounces at you, you slash with all your strength to a stalactite above. Crashes down the lion's gaping jaws. Still has to fight. Yep. Lay on its neck, it lunges to seize you, but your swift dodges force its claws into a deadly knot around its throat. Seeing your chance to give a final pull, and the beast strangles itself into a frantic struggle. The trial's ended, and you drag your exhausted body towards the stream. Clear water cascades down the mountain valley, and the dense forest slumbers quietly in nature's cradle. You rinse your bloodstained hands in the water. The clear stream slowly turns red. Birds scatter and the fish vanish. Says the forest unease at your presence. Are they afraid of my power? The critter's panic plunges you into reflection. For the first time, you realize that power can instill fear. Desire more power. No time to rest, you approach the nobleman again. He imposes the second trial upon you. Know full well it won't be easy. Killing a mad beast is hardly an achievement. I'm sure you're aware, girl, that all the warriors of Septimon have 2 lives. I don't need to mention this before. One by their parents and the other by their sword. You may consider the sword in a gladiator's hand as their life in the arena. For your second trial, bring me 100 lives. Yes, prove to me you are worthy of standing in the arena. Calmly accept. Because yeah, it's like they want to see that emotion on your face, so better to keep you cool. To get the admission pass for the Agon, you start the second trial. Day after day, you fight gladiators of Septimon. As your reputation grows, so do the spectators. They don't care who you are, but only want to see when you will fall. Look, it's that girl again. Didn't think she would get as many wins as she did. Just look at the size of her. How she even carry those swords? Focus on the opponent before you. You've grown used to this kind of noise. The deafening cheers numb your fatigue. Your sword now rests against your opponent's throat. Spare the opponent. The next challenger. I would say suppress your desire, because I feel like if I do this, my reputation would go lower, right? Because they want 100 lives, supposedly. One by one, the gladiators you've challenged grow in numbers. Those you defeated kneel before you, offering their swords, symbolizing their honor with both hands. See, steadily planted. Because then it's like showing off your trophies. Even in Septimon, there's a limit to opponents that prove a challenge to you. Eventually, you need to seek out tougher challengers. A targeted victor, a frequent champion of the Agon from one of the noble houses. think it should be am I at 50? Okay, it doesn't really tell me, but whatever. Do you have any idea who Victor's father is? His lordship is the largest sponsor of the Agon. Power, wealth, those aren't things brute strength can rival. Victor has the best mentor, the finest weapon. So what? House behind Victor comes to you with an offer. A perfect job and a substantial fortune, if you walk away from the duel. I'm gonna rip the contract, fuck that. You reject the bribe without a second thought. Humiliated, the noble servant spits curses in your face. You ignorant country peasant. Do you know what it means to refuse a noble? And you shall suffer for your arrogance. When the time comes, don't expect any pity, as you won't be getting any. Yeah, just ignore the servant. Ah, that ruined my reputation? Bitch. Silences the rambling servant and tears up the contract. Let's go. There's no point in talking sense to an ignorant fool. Then again, I'd appreciate it if you don't waste too much of my time in the arena. Throw a bag of credits as a way to humiliate you, following it up with sarcasm and mocking gestures. Attempt to overwhelm you with their pride. Got nothing. Day rise, Victor accepts your challenge with his honor of nobility at the stake. As the stake. Remember well the haughty look he wore but a few days prior. But the nobles wield only words, not swords. Victor knows nothing about swordsmanship. You easily defeat the weak, incompetent scion, and casually lift his pretty helmet with the tip of your sword. I have won, and I achieved it without wasting your time. Do you see? Your gilded lies shatter before real strength. I'm gonna step on the helmet. There we go. The crowd erupts in cheers and applause. The nobles, unable to deny your triumph, lower their heads. You return to the lodging to count your trophies. 99 swords, 99 opponents defeated. Now only one life is left to claim. Most gladiators have long feared your reputation and dare not to challenge you except one. Aridel, the rising star of the underground arena. Unlike you, he was born with powerful forte. Undoubtedly the king of the arena. Mr. Endless chance you to name Aridel, you arrive as promised. Even the old school noble is present this time. Opponent's towering physique dwarfs yours. His crushing presence brings to mind the fearsome lion beast. After several exchanges, you notice something unusual. The floor is too slippery to gain a foothold, and Aridel's armor is unusually heavy. Too familiar with the noble's despicable tricks. Ah, making it heavy so that he won't slip as easily. Yeah, I mean, keep calm. What else would I do? Like, seriously, why would I give in to my anger at that point? Then shift your pace, throwing Aridel into the very trap meant for you. After a few more rounds, his steps grow loose. His reaction sluggish. Sword stops just before the neck of Septimon's strongest gladiator. The entire arena falls silent, and almost immediately the crowd erupts into applause. Is that so? Ah, damn it. Let's leave it there. There we go. In front of everyone's watchful eye, you only take Aridel's sword. Then bow towards the audience before turning to leave. Oh, okay, good. Sense of relief. I almost failed that. I feel like look back at Wave. Next day, you arrive before the old school nobles with 100 lives. Aridel is merely made of Septonian flesh. Above him stands a far greater force. I'm ready for the third trial. Your third trial is to earn the blessing of Arsenosa. You never planned to let me pass the trial. I know Arsenosa. It has never been tasted defeat. People say it's a peak no humans can ever reach. The last wall of Septimont. But I have no reason to yield. It is this insurmountable challenge that stirs the thirst for victory in your blood. Accept the third trial to confront the guardian of Septimont, Arsenosa. I really thought it was actually gonna like tell me the story. I didn't think it would just be me reading cards. Ah, whatever. Again, it is good practice for when I do visual novels. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. 100 martialism and 100 reputation? This is gonna be annoying. Okay. On the eve of the trial, you return to the training grounds once again. When you wait for Kato, you find yourself standing before the familiar wooden post, being your most enduring companion in your pursuit of strength. Fuck it, I'll just hug it gently, why not? Well, not a particularly easy path, is it? Tell me, what do you learn from this path? Strength can instill fear. Strength brings conquest, such as humanity's oldest rule. Augusta, I'll be there for your last trial, and I will call your name for all to hear. I will not stop here. Back in your room, you stare blankly at the stacked collection of swords. Each trophy symbolize strength and conquest, how you showed them to the world. You once heard the tale of a legendary gladiator, the warrior who would always fuse their opponent's swords with their own after victory. I decided to tread the same path and stand before the smithy. Oh, so is that why her weapon is kind of scatters out to multiple swords? That's actually cool. It's way different from the concept of unlimited blade works. Yeah, of course I'm gonna look at the weapon. Wish to demonstrate your strength, yet now you still seek to do this with power not of your own. As the Black Six Hammer rise and fall, a seemingly impractical idea emerges. In the end, you use your forte to fuse all the swords into one. Feel the power. Your forte never stands out among resonators, but seemingly insignificant power is enough to be stronger than the forge fire and hammer swings. In the display after her extraordinary strength and hard-earned honor, Augusta used her forte to forge the challenger's swords into a greatsword. The day of the final trial has finally arrived. You walk into the arena center with your newly forged sword. The bronze horns blare from atop the 12 stone pillars. All eyes are on you. Everyone's eager to witness how a human will rival the strength of Arsenosa. Suddenly, a rumbling roar cut through the noise of the crowd. Doubles banners flutter and fall. A colossal shadow swallows the sunlight around you. Arsenosa appears. It's awake! A noble shriek. Arsenosa stands silently opposite you, slowly its eyes open, coldly watching you. With a sudden sweep of her tail, the lioness shatters the stone pillar. Roll aside, barely dodging the flying debris. Chill seeps through the tear in the cloth of your left shoulder. Take the initiative. The screams from the stands are soon drowned by the lioness's roar. A wave of sound and dust rips past your ears. You can taste blood on your lips and tongue. I'll just patch myself. Really? Patching myself up made it worse? Damn, I should have gone with the second attack comes without warning. Barely had time to react before the sword rises to meet her descending palms. Ah, damn. Managed to withstand Arsenosa's fierce attack. Steady your breath. Oh my god. Arsenosa seizes her attack, her mane brushing against your bloodstained face before she lowers her head. The arena shakes with applause. The crowd chant your name in honor. These voices, they are... I mean, regardless, I gotta listen to this. O wise and noble Arsinosa, the mighty guardian of Septimon, bestow upon her the crown of courage and strength. Wait, when did I get 100 martialism? I guess it's just inevitable, right? The cries of triumph resonate with the earth. We see the fire of humanity blaze across Septimon. Again, just gonna continue. As the platform rises, you realize that by earning Arsinosa's blessing, you've been granted a privilege. You're crowned a champion without the great Agon. Nevertheless, you have already conquered countless gladiators with your strength. But everyone's gaze, glory now bows at your feet. At last, you stand at the summit, the champion. Only now, with battle fire cool in your veins, do your wounds raise their voices in protest. You have shattered the decaying order with strength, and through strength, you shall reshape new rules. You shall wield gladiators' valor on the righteous path. You shall allow no more fragile lives to tremble before death. You shall ensure that your homeland's tragedy will forever be undone. Yet, should these new rules, forged by might, lose their foundation, will they not fall? Hold the whisper of unease chorus in your chest. Well then, no time for pointless pondering now. To stay forward, your sword, your honor, 2 lives shall serve Septimon. Spectators cheer you on, the story concludes a happy ending.
長いとも言えないシーカですが、最初の形ができましたね。聴衆としてこの物語はいかがでしたか？
I mean, it was more of mine, thank you. Still don't know the Emperor enough.
そうでしょう。シーカで伝えられる内容は一部です。人や物事の真実は文字だけでは伝えきれません。それに英雄女子誌の主人公ではない私には傍観者の視点でしか語れないのです。過去の出来事も当事者の心境も多少の真似ができたところで再現には至りません。助言とは呼べないかもしれませんが、アドバイスがあります。真実を知りたくば物語の一部となるのです。今なら良いタイミングがあるでしょう。先ほども言ったように、オーガスタやセブンヒルズの英雄たちの詩編は新たなページが始まったばかりです。
Seem to know exactly what I'm about to do.
そう難しくはありません。運命が立てたさざ波は星々が流れる奇跡と同じです。あなたが向かう先はこれまでたどってきた道によってすでに決まっているのですから。雨雲が間もなく消えます。空は弦を引く手を止めたようですね。そろそろ別れを告げなくてはなりません。失礼ですが、その前に一つ質問を。セブンヒルズの権力の頂に立つオーガスタを王をたらしめているものは何だと思いますか？彼女が頼っているものは果たして何なのでしょ
力じゃないのか？ 力がなければオーガスタは試練を通過できなかったはずだろう。漂白者どう思う？
Seems under her unyielding resolve.
そう答えを急がずとも構わないでしょう。私の質問を胸に抱いたまま道を歩めばよいのです。すべてが終われば答えはおのずと出てきます。さようなら友よ。ここで会ったのは運命でもあり偶然でもあります。この短い運命の出会いを終えてしまえば、私が残した痕跡はすべて風にかき消されてしまいます。ですがあなたの詩篇はこれからも続いていくでしょう。
Well, that's one way to make an exit. The previous day.
総督閣下、甘やかしてはいけません。サトシの女ともあろう者が礼儀知らずに不遜な口を聞くとはけしからん。
そうだ、こちらが呼んだわけでもなければ許可も得ずに総督府に入ってきよって。総督府の威厳を冒涜しているのか？
はあ、相変わらずだ。諸君よ、サトシの女がまたいだのは総督府の中でも低い敷居だ。あれは総督府の威厳を代表しているわけでも、誰かの脆い自尊心を守っているわけでもない。民が畏敬しているのはカンピドーノの丘に立つ高い壁ではないこと、くれぐれも忘れてはならん。世の意志、世の権、そして我々の誰にも阻むことができない征服の力こそ総督府の威厳だ。なぜ怯えているか世は知っている。サトシの女の声が諸君らを凌駕し、領民に元老院の掟を破られるのが怖いのだろう。だがよく聞け。権力で上辺を飾ることしかできぬ者に情けはかけられない。それを欲するのであれば影に隠れず勇気を出して資格を世に見せてみよ。
遅いわよ、オーガスタ。
元老たちの相手は時間が必要なのだ。だが今度からは尊いサトシの女様を待たせぬよう元老を放っておくとしようか。好き勝手に言わせておけば、そのうちユーノの偉業はリリベルのばあさんにそのまま伝わるだろうが、それでも良いのだろ。サトシの女ユーノは掟を無視し、勝手に神殿を離れ総督府に侵入したとな。ばあさんとユーノ、どちらが先に起こるのか楽しみだ。
好きにして。あの狐どもが何をしようと関係ないもの。神殿に左足を踏み入れたら月の弓で左足を射るわ。 もちろん右足なら右足よ。
それには世も賛成だ。たまには言動を注意する必要もある。神殿が優しいからといってサトシの女ユーノの存在を軽んじてはならんと。神殿で待っていればよかっただろう。いずれにせよ手はずは整った。今夜にでも大地に迎える。異変があればいつでもデバイスで連絡できるだろう。わざわざセブンヒルズ城まで来る必要はどこにも。あの出来事が起こるまで責任に縛られてほしくはないのだ。
考えすぎよオーガスタ。あの人に会いに来ただけだもの。リリベルのおばあちゃんが言ってた。彼の運命は人知の及ばぬ空白だって。そんなに面白いなら少しでも時間を作って会いに来るものでしょ。
そのためか。残念ながらラグーナからの船は明日の朝に到着する予定だ。その時はおそらく世も言うのも大地にいる。
めんどくさいわね。
気長に待とうじゃないか。漂白者が総督府の招待を受けた以上狩りで交流する機会はあるだろう。まだ何かあるのか。
リリベルのおばあちゃんの予言の書を読んだわ。今回の狩り、そして私たちの計画、どれもいい結末を迎えるとは言えないわね。それでも続ける気？
リスクがあるからといって悪いものではない。つまりは強い英雄の力が必要となるのだろう。いつから言うのは神殿のやり方を信じるようになったのか。
聞きなさい、セブンヒルズの信仰心なき者よ。皇天の神は怒り狂っている。セブンヒルズの王が再び神の意志に背けば滅びゆく定めにある。最近貴族たちの議論を聞いたわ。ラグーナの昔の予言についてね。
当時ラグーナ人の言葉は確かに驚異的だった。しかし残念ながらセブンヒルズの先祖は船に乗って海を渡ったが、高地に登った時ラグーナの神は船の切符を買わなかった。それにサトシの女たちも言っていた。あの予言は欠けていると。ただならぬ力を持ち黒き波から誕生した英雄王だけがセブンヒルズを永遠の地にできる。英雄王は荒立つ暗流と波風を落ち着かせ、旧王の血をもって最上の栄光を体感する。忘れるな。これも予言の一部だ。ファビウス、アティリウス、バレリア、先代の英雄王は何度もセブンヒルズを最悪から救ってきた。英雄たちが今も存在している限り、どんな危機が訪れようと城が覆ることはない。
もし今回だけは例外だとしたら、運命の示す先に破滅が待ってるかもしれないわ。
ならば世の剣で最悪の運命を断ち切ろう。
何笑ってるのよ。
いや、あの無鉄砲なサトシの女の言うのも恐れを抱くとはな。まあそうか。無理して恐怖心を抑える必要もない。これからは 世が一人で行く。尊いサトシの女様は神殿で世の凱旋を待つがいい。
誰が怖がってるって？オーガスタこそまさか私を置いて全部一人で背負う気？いいわ、どうせまた私に泣きついてくるんでしょ。
確かに否定はせん。
やっぱり狩りをするなら私がいないと話にならないのよ。
ユーノ、いつも感謝している。
何よいきなり。
好天の嵐が間もなく訪れるだろう。しかし嵐を迎える最も良い方法は吹き荒れる風に自ら飛び込むことだ。行こうユーノ、我が親友よ。
Alright, well, it seems like I did miss a chapter, so I'm gonna see if I can somehow find it. Maybe it's in the gallery? Gonna see if it's main story here somewhere. Cause I glossed over it before, so I'm gonna make sure I can actually see it. Oh, here we go. Ah, damn, but it probably won't show me the cards and stuff, right? Shit.
私は流浪の詩人
Damn.
ネストルと申します。
Trying to see if there's a... Yeah, I wonder if there's a way I could go back and check it. Nope. Shit. Would it be in the archives, maybe? Nah, not there. That wouldn't be sceneries. Crossing stars? No. Damn it, I guess I can't actually find it. Shit. I knew I should have checked that stuff beforehand. Great. Ah, well, I guess it wasn't necessarily too important. Well, at least I would hope I didn't miss too much from that, because otherwise I'd be very disappointed in myself otherwise. Yeah, so let me actually... It's not here anymore. Alright, since I finished it too early that I would have liked to, we'll go ahead and do this before we end the stream for today. I did this last time with my ice team, I think. So I'll probably use my spectral team this time around. Or maybe I could go with my wind one, I don't know. Current Treescape 8 Resonators, Gian, Shakona could... Okay, yeah, definitely going to be using my wind team this time. There we go. Alright, I think we're good.
騎士のライバルが現れました。汚れを払いましょう。神の恩寵を。
Okay, yeah, we'll go with Cyclone for now. Just to enhance my wind attack.
逃がしません。神の恩寵を。美しいハーモニー。 海よ、
この身を包め。チェルガイ。チューニングを始めよう。美しい。開演の時間だ。
Good, I needed that HP recharge. Alright, let's go to critical hit that restores a small amount of dreamscape energy. Recover concerto energy. Go on order cube. I think next time I'll particle the energy. When in lucid dream stance, dealing damage but restores 20 concerto energy. Yeah, I think that'll be good. You cast intro skill, increase the attack, and grants 25% increase skill damage. Yes, and I don't think I need. Reduce the lucid dream stats duration by 20%, increase magic XP. Ah, fuck it, why not? Alright, let's keep going.
神の本調をはあ、ポリポリやっへっへっへっ崩れなさい、神の本調を真の姿、
ここに権限する。断罪の王リオ。
Okay, do I go to combat or fierce struggle? Let's go fierce struggle.
騎士のライバルが現れました。
隙あり。はっはっ。力を貸してもらう。ふんふっ行くぞ。ふっはっこれで決める。
ご清聴ありがとう。
へっさあソロの時間だ。
待ってたぞ。警戒を怠るな。はっ止められるものか。はっあーここにて
滅びなさい、神の本調を騎士のライバルが現れました。しじまで
悔い改めろ。たはっはっチェルガイ。はっやっ 振りで悪を滅ぼそう。美しいハーモニー。
Destroy the cars to it. Wait, what? How does it want me to do that exactly? Oh. Oh. Guess I just guess. What about here? Okay. Guess there was probably only
リズムに
one.
乗って。
At least I think.
騎士のライバルが現れました。神の恩寵を。はっ海よ、
この身を包め。汚れを払え。打点する荒波。救済とはっ共に戦おう。潮風よ、吹き荒れろ。美しいハーモニー。
よっ、潰れなさい。
待ってたぞ。
悪党は沈みなさい。神の恩寵を逃がしません。
隙あり。風に乗れ。はっはっ。局を開く。
滅びなさい。はっはっ。
プレリュード。へえ。
はっ。静まれ。
悔い改めろ。やっ共に戦おう。滅びを告げる。クリコ謝罪。罪の浄化。この一振りで悪を滅ぼそう。
待ってたぞ。
Damn! I just needed one more to defeat that guy. Are you fucking serious? Damn, I'm pissed at myself. I definitely could have done better there. We'll take this one. Let's go Dreamland again. Fuck me, man. Oh, it's choosing one of these things again. Alright, sure. There. Alright, next one. Okay, defeating an enemy very suddenly increases the active resonator's max HP. Yeah, I'll definitely take that. Stores energy when basic attacks hit, when lucid energy state. Well, I keep forgetting to do the lucid energy thing, so. Actually, I don't even think I can do an state with this specific team. Because I think Gino's the odd guy out here. Shit, that's not good. Whatever, I'm still doing fine. Let's try it again. In Lucid Dream State, when Dreamscape powered damage buffs deals damage, reduce the trigger intervals of all Dreamscape power buffs by 80%. Fuck yeah. Increase attack by 45. Take this one. Increase max HP, of course. Heavy attack? Yes, please. Current max HP, remember, says double, but fixed value afterwards? Yeah, I'll take it, why not? I'll just take the last one I can afford, since I'm almost at the end.
天幕よ落ちよ神の恩寵をはっ
隙ありはっ止められるものかこれで決める力を貸してもらう
崩れなさい真の姿ここに権限する断罪の大波よ共に戦おう終止符音響滅びを告げるクリコ食材潮風よ吹き荒れろモリボニ
待ってたぞ
シーハーモニー
恐れなし警戒を怠る
ご清聴ありがとう滅びなさい
Okay, basic hits, restore a small amount. Dealing damage increases the active resonator's attack, so you reduce their negative. Excess crit rate converted to crit damage. Ooh, I do like that one. Here we go. Fall into the dream. Let's go.
必死のライバルが現れました
隙あり曲を風に乗れ来ないのかせい
潰れなさい真の姿ここに権限する打点する荒波共に戦おう滅びを告げるクリコ高波よ天地を切り開けはぁ
待ってたぞ
崩れなさいはぁ海よこの身を包めと汚れを払え打点する荒波共に戦おう滅びを告げるクリ潮風よ吹き荒れろご清聴ありがとうそうプレリュードはカレ
どこにて風に乗れ
Whew, that was smooth. Nice work, Gio. Alright, I need 80 more. Son of a bitch. Fine. It's the last two that I have. Just get these sweet rewards. And now I'm out of here. Nice, got the whole 6K, of course. You know what? I do like my win team right now. But then again, I guess I will have to see how it compares against Rover. I mean, it probably will be better, but I mean, I like the way it is right now. Let me get all my stuff now. Nice. Maybe small stuff, but at least it's getting me somewhere. So let me see. How much longer do we have? Like less than a week, I think. I know, just about slightly over a week. And then we'll be at the next something. Cool. Alright, with that, I've literally finished everything I needed to do. Again, sucks that I missed a whole chapter 1 of it because I just got too restless and thinking that it's like it was just something insignificant when it actually did like help flesh out Augusta's character. Again, Mabi, all I could do was blame myself really, but at least I was also able to complete once again the fantasy styles game, which isn't really that hard to be honest. But I will be waiting for the next update for Wuthering. Or did it already happen from this one? I don't remember if they mentioned if it was this week's or this refresh of it, or if it's the next one. I honestly don't know. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it for stream today. But now we see how Augusta kind of at least reached the top of as the strongest and most powerful individual. But again, it's like I would like to know a bit more about like her reforms and such after and the impact it had. But then again, it's like maybe that's extra stuff they want to give to us later. So if that's the case, then I'm fine with it. If not, then oh well, maybe it just doesn't matter too much with everything that's really going on. But anyway, let me give a shout out to my boy Ringuria for showing up. Great talking to you, man. Like I said, I will hopefully be actually able to stream East 9 Monster Knocks tomorrow. Because I really do want to actually continue with that since I left off on a cliffhanger. I really do want to advance in it, but just didn't have as much of the energy today. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be well rested and be able to go straight on into that. And I'll see if I can do another Punishing Grey Raven stream sometime this week. On Thursday, maybe. So then I can just have the one on Saturday after too. And possibly within those 3 streams finish the Han Ying sub. But if I had to guess, it's probably going to be like 4 or 5. I don't know. Because sometimes the floating records be like that. Sometimes they be pretty long, but very entertaining. Sometimes it's like it takes a while, but at least it's not crazy long like other ones. But yeah, just be prepared for the unexpected. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy the same, but already follow the channel, please make sure to leave a follow. Much appreciated. Check out my YouTube channel. Enjoy Discord. Guys not already. Links to all those are on the channel. But this has been Xanthos Voice. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. See you guys next time. We're out.